started writing music, it was kind of an idea of ours to just leave the city. Go to the woods, go to the mountains, be in a more natural environment.
I would always kind of live in the suburbs of cities, but kind of always towards the forest. So it was always like, what's in the forest? Like, that's what's scary. You know, and on TV it was all alien, someone would go on a hike and there's a light and they're taken. So that just always terrified me as a child. And that's what's kind of cool about coming out here. You know, there's like a little bit of a fear of the woods and like there could be anything in there. We have no idea. It's not paved over like New York is. I guess that definitely inspires us a lot when we're out here and we'll look up at the stars and wonder what's out there.
I was at Boy Scout camp, and I had to have been 11 or 12. We were doing our wilderness survival merit badge. So basically, like, counselors took you to this like place and just kind of dumped you. We were sitting in this clearing, and there's a tree line, probably, I don't know, maybe 150, 200 yards away. I remember seeing this typical like football kind of shape, just kind of like, I don't know, just kind of appear over the tree line. And then it disappeared, but these lights just kind of remained and just kind of hovered there for a minute. And we all just looked at each other. Like everybody kind of looked at each other, acknowledging that this was actually happening. And then it was gone, and we didn't really even speak about it after that. And that's, I mean, that's the only story I've got. But I know I saw it. I know I didn't make it up, and I know a lot of people with me saw it. But you know, I think everybody's got some kind of unexplained story.
It was fall, it was about this time, maybe October.
We were camping in his backyard. It was probably this time of the year.
I look up and this I can't explain.
I swear that I saw something very, very big.
There was no sound whatsoever. It was just there. All of a sudden it was just, we looked up and it was there.
It was round and it had lights, you know. As cliche and obvious as that sounds, it just looked, to me, it just looked massive.
And it looked like a disc, and there were lights rapidly flashing around it.
It looked like Madison Square Garden was flying in the sky.
My mother was like on the CB radio, calling the airport on the phone, seeing if there were any like helicopters in the area, if there was anything going on. Nothing at all.
I want to believe that it was something not of this earth. Just to know that there's that type of unknown danger out there. Accepting the unknown is what's great about it.
It's the not knowing that's much worse and much more terrifying. But that's cool too, because it leaves you curious and wanting more. Just even in writing song structure, just that focus of being abstract and unknown, like it definitely has a factor in the way you write music, not only the content of actual music.
Coming out here is almost a return to that fear of the woods, you know, almost a return to my childhood and where I came from and like how my ideas today are being formed out of this fear of the unknown.
There are ships hovering around, floating in from, I don't know, the center of the earth or eons of light years away or wherever the hell they're coming from, then there's definitely a lot more to our existence than we're willing to grasp onto or accept.
You can't explain everything. Not everything has an answer. And the easy answers that you're provided aren't generally the answers that are actually true.
Who knows what this is all about, you know? the only way to really find out, I guess, is to just kind of let yourself go and to be away from the city, to be away from everything that you are exposed to on a daily basis, and sort of get to a place like this where you can kind of find peace within your own mind.